Yeah, Mohan, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Vinay. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So,
Good morning.
I I warmly welcome you all to 35th meeting of JustSpeak today. Okay. So today we are having an online meeting. As you all know, we are having one online meeting and one offline meeting every month. Two meetings. So this week it is going to be online, and I request all of you to switch on your videos if possible. In case I understand like Vishwa has some network issues. Apart from Vishwa, I would request the remaining people to switch on their videos so that it would be better because the whole purpose of this online meeting and the speakers will also feel better if they can see everyone. The videos of everyone. Okay, and I think I can see one guest today, Ashrit. Ashrit, may I request you to just introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Ashit. So I'm 21 years old. I have recently started my earnings as a software engineer intern, and I want to get knowledge on investing and whatever the seniors or the 40 years or else plus. I just heard about investment and some Gen Z concept. So I want to learn from you all. Thank you for this opportunity.
Cool.
Wonderful, wonderful, Ashrit. Thanks for joining. Definitely, we are going to have one deep dive topic on, on investment today. I hope definitely you'll enjoy today's session.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So basically, for the benefit of guests, I think like since Ashrit is one guest we have today. So Ashrit, basically, Just Speak is a public speaking platform. This is a platform for the speakers to work on their communication skills and leadership skills. Okay, so the basically, the whole meeting will be conducted in a structured way. First we were going to start with deep dive talks wherein a speaker will come and talk on a particular topic for around 25-30 minutes. Okay, so after that it will be followed by a short speeches uh, wherein like a speaker will deliver a speech for 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, and the next it will be followed by power pitches, the impromptu speech segment, wherein even guests will also get an opportunity to speak on a random topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so that segment is going to be a good opportunity for the guests. Wherein we encourage our guests to participate, and that will be followed by a feed forward session, which is a feedback session. Okay, speakers will give feedback for both the deep dive and short speeches. So this is how the meeting is going to be for next 2.5 hours. Okay. uh, yes. So today, without much ado, we are going to start our first segment, which is a deep dive segment. Okay, in our deep dive segment, we have our first speaker, Mr. Vinay, who is a private equity investor. He previously worked in the IT industry for 2 decades in various capacities in multiple countries, Singapore, Malaysia, and USA. Currently, he is an entrepreneur and a full-time investor in both public and private equities. He loves reading businesses, economics, and finance. Okay. So Vinay, he already spoke about his investment journey in the previous meeting. So he is going to continue, uh, speaking about his investment journey today, and he's going to share us a few more insights. So without much ado, I would like to welcome Vinay to come and deliver his deep dive speech. Welcome, Vinay.
Thank you, Mohan, for this wonderful introduction. Let me share my screen. Did I share my screen?
Yes, yes, Vinay, you can see.
Able to see?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1 second. Let me do this way. You're able to see, right?
Yeah, Vinay.
Okay. And let me 1 second. I'll stop again. Share. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just to start with, okay, people who don't know me, just a brief intro about myself here. Just have a quick glance, 30 seconds, then I'll move to the next slide. Okay. So last time I spoke about all the things. The basic reason of me getting into investing or something is this. The second part which I am talking, my cursor is moving. I wanted my money work for me. That was the whole reason. I have covered it. If you have missed it, then we have uploaded our video, last meeting video in our YouTube channel. You can just go through that. Okay, if you have missed it or something, or if you want to call back what happened, just have a go through that after this meeting. So I'm not going to spend more time on the topics which I have covered last time. Okay, just quick glance on this. And we talked about like why I wanted, right? The reason was I wanted to fix my financial problems. That is the whole reason. And I landed up there. And it happened just like that. And, I wanted to pursue something, and the journey took me to this path. I did many things. I started doing some company that didn't work out, started investing, doing something, SME thing that also didn't work. Somehow I landed up this because the direction was right, because my direction purpose was right, but the path was, I was just struggling. And finally, trial and error method, some or other way, right? I found the path, but the destination or the purpose was fixed. And lesson number one, where we talked about is the good things take time, because nothing happens overnight. It takes time. Whether you go to school to get a job, you go to school, college, almost like 16 years of education you have to do. Then only you get a job. It's not that day one you get a job. Everything takes time. Companies, they build right in a decade. Everything takes time. Even in fact, we are born not just like that. After 9 months, we are born. So everything takes time. Everything take its own time. So you give yourself some time. Whatever you are doing, give some time and have some process. Let it take to the right way. And why I'm saying is because in the investing world also same thing. You invest now, it takes time. Compounding works magically though, but it takes time. You invest 1 rupee today, it is not that it is going to be 100 rupees tomorrow. It takes time. So everything takes time. So this is a lesson number one we talked about. And we also talked about the Netflix, how they have evolved. It's a beautiful, you can see the documentary, it's easily available in the YouTube, wherever you can see, right? You can see how the evolution happened to Netflix, how they compete with the blockbuster, all those things. And now in the digital media world, they are the leader. They have taken, in fact, they have redefined the way we consume entertainment, the way you consume media and all. They have redefined it. And it took time for them. They have gone through a hell lot of problems. So lesson number one is everything takes time. So direction, as I said, right? You just need a direction. You may not have a perfect plan. I had a direction to have to fix my problems, but I didn't have a perfect plan. I started off doing with something that didn't work out, and I started doing hotel and all that didn't work out, but the direction was right. Small steps, and finally I landed up. So have a direction in your life, then things will work. So investing also teaches me the same thing. If you have a direction right, it's like if you are in the game, it will work out. Only thing you have to stay in the game. Then lesson number 2, which we talked about, is the uncertainty. Everything in life is not certain. You go to office, it's not certain, right, whether you will reach office or not. You may get into an accident, but we accept that. We accept that we do it. And only thing problem is we don't accept too much uncertainty. We need a like maximum probability, maximum certainty. Then things won't work out. If you want to do something extraordinary, you need to accept the uncertainty. You need to do something which is you have not doing it. And investing world also, it is all about the future. You are investing for the future, and the future is always unknown. No one sees the future, right? No one. Astrology also they can predict, but no one can certainly say that okay, this is going to happen in the future. And then we don't do things which are a little bit uncertain. That is what it is. And once you accept the uncertainty, then you are able to take the risk. Investing in such a business, right? It's actually the business. Investing world is something where everything is unknown. You are investing in the company, you are investing in the market for the future, and you don't know how it is going to happen. But if you accept that, okay, this is uncertain, you don't know how to go is going to work out. But if your positive mindset, if your mindset is right, if your directions are right, you will accept the uncertainty and things will pan out. And most of the successful investors are right like that. They have done it. They didn't know that it's going to work out. Infosys, they never knew when they started the company it is going to be so big. They never knew. It happened. And only thing is optimistic, right? There's a book I also recommended last time. This is you need to be optimistic all the time. Don't be pessimistic. Be optimistic. Be optimistic. Things will work out. Things will work out. Then only if you are optimistic, then only you can do the things, right? Otherwise, you won't do. And this is something. And also, we talked about this growth, right? Growth and comfort. So be comfortable with uncomfortable things. Then I talked about this Zomato company, right? Because uncertainty when you're talking about when they gave the pitch to South Bank, I have seen that clip. Clip in the sense I have gone through that topic. Okay, when someone asked, okay, how you are going to make money, the Zomato founders, right? They said that we don't know exactly how it works, but we know for sure that we'll figure it out. So that is the confidence level they have. Most of the startups, they don't make any money nowadays. But everything is built into the future cash flow. And that is why investors put the money based on the confidence level of the founder and the future, the way they are doing it, right? Based on the future thing, not on the current cash flow, and that is why investors love companies which are very, very futuristic and optimistic companies. And yeah, so we covered till that time, right? Now, sometimes we are talking about the good things, okay? Yes, you need to be optimistic, you need to be long term, things takes time, but most of the time, things may not work also. We have seen that. And that's why luck matters a lot. Luck matters a lot. I invested in a company called India Bulls, okay? India Bulls. So the company gone through many cycles. And the company's golden period was like during 2008. So if you are a little bit old, or then you might know. Otherwise, you can do a research on the India Bulls after this meeting. The founders were from IIT Kanpur. Okay, very, very excellent founders. They have changed the way the financial market used to happen during that time. And that company, like it was like darling of the market. And 2000, it created enormous amount of money for the investors. during that time. And then suddenly something happened, things didn't pan out. Didn't pan out in the sense they did some fraud and all, right? And the greed and fear comes into, right? When you make too much of money, then the greed comes into your mind, greed comes into the picture. And they did lot of bad things. They siphoned up the money from the company for the personal gains and all, and they screwed up everything, and the company went downturn. So this is how luck favors. My unfavors also favors also sometimes. So luck matters a lot because you don't know things like suddenly, right? Things are going good and suddenly something happened and things will fall back. So luck also matters a lot. We need to give importance to other things. Okay, long term, optimistic, our skills, everything that is fine. But also some of the things are which are beyond our control. Beyond our control. This is their luck matter. So we'll have to keep a guard on this because whatever the money I earned it, I totally lost it because of the market turned upside down. 1 second. Huh? Yeah, sorry about that. So there is a so lesson number 3 is a luck. Okay, don't ignore the luck. Don't ignore the luck in your life. It is not only in the investing world, everywhere in life also. Luck matters a lot. And how to there is a beautiful thing, or we also talked about like in the briefly. Some of you might know Naval Ravikant, okay, or some of you may not know. Just have little bit search on the Naval Ravikant after this meeting, and he is an angel investor. He's an Indian guy, but it's like American citizen right now. He was Indian born, went to US very young age, and he worked in many company the Coinbase and all. He's like one of the early adopter of Bitcoin. He's an angel investor. He was early investor in Facebook, Google, and all. So he's a very renowned investor, very famous in the angel investing world, startup world. And he wrote one thread actually long back, maybe 6-7 years back, how to get rich without lucky. But actually, the topic, even though it is without getting lucky, his thought process was how you can put yourself in a position so that you can attract the luck. Okay, you can go through this. Is a wonderful way, and also he has written a book, Almanac of Ravikant. It's a wonderful book. It's related to personal finance and all. Uh, just go through that. If you have some time, spend some time on this. He will teach you many lessons. So what he's teaching is, right, you increase your surface area. You meet with lot of people, you do lot of things, so that the surface, when you increase your opportunities, right, then you don't know from where the luck comes. Luck will find you. Okay, the idea what you are saying is you get increase your surface area, opportunities and all, and position yourself in such a way that you get attracted to the luck, either or luck will come to you. So how it happens in the investing world, same thing, right? You do, because you never know. You invest in few companies, and VC world, if you look at it, how the venture capitalist, they invest in a company. If they find one food delivery company, right? Do you think they invest only in the Zomato, Swiggy? No, they would have invested in many companies. We have seen Food Panda. It came, right? Few years back, I remember before COVID, Food Panda was one of the great company in the delivery world before. And during the COVID, something happened, right? It disrupted that entire industry, and only few companies were able to survive. Food Panda, a lot of other companies, Dine-in or something, a lot of companies were there. Everything got like they died now. Only two companies survived. You never know, right? So that is how, and the VC, how they play, right? They play this they play assuming that luck will come to them. They accept the uncertainty. They invested in all these companies, and they know one company will make a hell lot of money. And that did, right? Zomato and Swiggy. SoftBank, they invested in all the companies. A lot of people they invested. So that's what he's saying, right? He's saying. So one of the beautiful thing, right? He's saying if you look at this second last, you are not going to get rich by renting your time. You must own equity, a piece of a business to gain your financial freedom, right? So ownership. He's talking about the ownership. You own it. You have to own it. So this is the one thing. Look now. Okay. So actually, we have covered briefly till that time. 1 second. So you don't wrap up the. Yeah. So lesson number 4, what I am to talk about is think in terms of the probability. There is a classic example I'll give you. Some of you might be knowing Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Okay, it is one of the largest financial services company in the India, and the founder is Ramdev Agarwal. I was watching an interview of Ramdev Agarwal. He said that during 90s, he invested in a company called Eicher. Okay. And you would have, in the childhood, I remember there is a bike called Rajdut, right? Moped Rajdut. Okay. It was a very powerful bike. But that time it was not very, very popular and they newly launched it. But Ramdev Agrawal invested in this company, Eicher, called Eicher. And that time Eicher was popular for the truck. They had a truck business. And he said that he invested in this company for the truck business. And see how it worked. The truck business didn't work out well. Because companies also, they don't know how the evolution happened. They spend a lot of money on the truck business, didn't happen. And then suddenly there is another CEO came. His name is Sudhir Lal, some Lal. Okay. He turned around the business and he pivoted that business into bikes. Motilal Oswal invested, Ramdev Agarwal invested in this company thinking that the company will do in the truck business, but eventually the company did well in the bike business. And it was like multi-bagger. Ramdev Agarwal, he didn't sell anything. He was holding the stocks, and that made him like crores. And that stock, that company from 90s until 2010, it became like 100 times, 100x. So it is a probability, right? You invest in a company thinking that, okay, the probability, right? What is the probability of I making money? So everything, life is also about probability. I go to office. What is the probability of me getting into an accident and die? Very less. What is the probability of me going to the office? 99%. I take a call, I go there. And same thing, right? And sometimes what happens, right? You increase the probability means what? Like if you are going to do something, the optionality. For example, I invested in a company called Gufic Bioscience. It's a pharmaceutical company. I invested in that company back in 2013. Okay. And that company was very small during that time. Very small, almost like 40-50 crores company. And why sometimes I go to the pharmacy, right? I ordered one tablet actually during that time. And somehow I saw that the tablet was manufactured by this company, Gufic Bioscience. And then this probability came to my mind. So what is the probability that this company can become big, and what is the probability that this company can become or die? It's a very less company, 30-40 crores company. If a company's product are available in my apartment pharmacy store, and the company belongs to like Mumbai, right? The headquarters Mumbai, they have manufacturing plant in Mumbai and Thane, and their products are available somewhere in Hyderabad, in Miapur area. So the probability of making that company doing good is very high, right? So I immediately invested in this company, and it turned out to be a good decision during that time. And still it is doing good. And the 40 crores company now becomes almost like 4,000 crores company. 40 crores to 4,000. So imagine if you work in this way, right? Then the downside, if you can protect it, upside you don't know. You don't know what is the upside. When you do a startup company, when you do this, right, there's chances are that you die. But if your downside is protected, upside you don't know. If the company is successful like you can be a billionaire. You don't know. Downside was if I put 100 rupees in a company, my loss is 100 rupees. Now imagine if I put 100 rupees in that company and the company like became zero, then I would have lost 100 rupees. But that 100 rupees now become what? 100 times, right? So this is how the VC world, venture capitalists, they invest, they work. They always work in the probability. And we also, middle class people, we also work in the probability, but we give more importance to the downside. We give more importance to the downside, saying that, okay, what if I lose my 100 rupees? We don't look at the upside. Okay, what if that 100 rupees become 100,000? We don't look at it. Rich people, they think in terms of the probability. We also think in terms of probability, but we give more importance to the downside. Rich people, they give more importance to the upside. They look at the downside, but they protect themselves. So there's a wonderful book called Annie Duke, okay, Thinking in Bets. If you are like a little bit passionate about investing world, you must read this book. She talks about the gambling world, how the casino works, right? Sometimes in stock market also, it's almost similar to the gambling. It's not exactly similar, but it's a bet. If I am putting in a company, the VC is putting in a company, that means what? They're putting a bet on that company. They're putting a bet on the founder. SoftBank, when they put money in the Zomato, they put a bet on the Goel, the founder. They put a bet on this business model. Okay, they don't know, but there is a bet. And casino, how it works. So it is a very beautiful book, right? Use the probability. Casino, what? Lot of people, they gamble and all. Most they take some transaction charges, and casino makes money for every transactions, irrespective of whether the players making money or not. Okay, so it's a very beautiful book. You can because most of the people we take the decision not in terms of the bets. We take the decision in terms of the absolute return. But the moment we think in terms of the bets, okay, because every decision what you do in our life, it's a bet. It's a bet. Every decision based on the probability, based on the future outlook. So you must read this book. It will give a very good insight how to take decisions. Actually, so the book is mainly on the decision making. She also belongs to this startup world, and she is also Bitcoin. Actually, she is a very Bitcoin early investor in the Bitcoin. So in that world, actually, she's very passionate about Bitcoin, all those things, crypto and all. And you must have known this guy, Ray Dalio. He's a hedge fund manager based out of Boston. His company is Oak Capital, and he gives very good insights about the investing. And when you talk about investing, we all know it's a risk, but it is a wonderful book. Okay, a wonderful video. It is there in the YouTube. You can after this meeting, you can simply search this. It's a 30 minutes video. It's a very well he explained how to think about risk. He's saying when you are taking a risk, that means you are also increasing the possibilities both at the upside and both at the downside. So you must go through this risk, okay, because investing world is also something about the risk. But if you don't take risk, you cannot make money. But at the same time, when you are taking a risk, you minimize the downside protection so that upside can be unlimited. Upside can be unlimited. For that, actually, you need some kind of skills. Okay. Now, lesson number 5. Okay, sorry. Lesson number 5 is know yourself. Investing in stock market is something, right? You must know yourself. There's a book, okay, Dead Companies Walking. Dead Companies Walking. There's a book I read actually long back. Because the first line was, it was written, if you are investing in the stock market, better you know yourself. If you don't know yourself and you are investing in the stock market, entering the stock market, then actually you are playing with the fire. Why? Because stock market comes with a lot of emotions. When you are earning money, that is fine. The moment you lose money, whoever lost money, right, they can feel it. I don't have to tell how you feel it. So you don't know yourself. In 2017, I wanted to resign my corporate job because I'm totally actually fed up with my job. 2016, I fed up. I decided, okay, I have to quit and all, but I didn't have the courage to quit because I didn't have enough money, middle class and all family. I had 2 kids, how to survive. Totally fed up with my boss and all. There's a big escalation happened, and that escalation lasted for 6 months. Fed up. Kya karunga, what I had to do. I wanted to get out of the job. Didn't have the courage. So luckily, 2017, I took sabbatical. 1 year sabbatical. I started applying for NGO. So I got a job offer in an NGO, Bangalore. That NGO was run by one dean from IIM Bangalore. I went there. I stayed with the dean in IIM Bangalore campus for 1 year. I was traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore. And why I did is basically because I don't know when things will pan out in a bad way, right? You don't know how you react. Just to know myself, I took this sabbatical because 2017 was a very, very big bull market happened in stock market. Some of you may not have experienced before COVID. 2017 is a wonderful era for stock market. All my stocks went up like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times and all. 2017. And I was thinking like, okay, I am like king. I am one of the best investor in this world. I make a lot of money and then I took a decision, okay, let me get out of the job. 2017. But there is a little bit of doubt, right? You don't know. Did I have money, but didn't have enough money? We don't know, right? Middle class family and all. Something happened. Future is always uncertain. Didn't have the courage. So I was looking for alternative ways so that I can take some back. And then if something goes wrong, then again I will go back and join my job. That's why I took sabbatical. That's why I took sabbatical. And then 2018, what happened, right? The market crash. One of the brutal market in history, stock market, is Indian stock market history. I was investing in the small cap, mid cap, small companies. 2017, the companies which went up 10x, 15x, 20x side, all the stocks down 80%, 90%. The money what I made, everything I lost. 2018. And that is the time I came to know myself. Came to know myself is not truly fully, but yeah, market में कुछ भी हो सकता है. Anything can happen. Good things can happen or bad things can happen. One second. So knowing yourself is one of the more, because when in personal life also, right? When things are very bad, emotions takes control of ourselves. Emotion, we basically do all the wrong things, right? When you are angry, you do wrong things. When you have a lot of money, you do the wrong things, right? That's why people talk about in investing world, we always talk about the meditation part. Okay, you take it the way it is. Don't get carried away when the market is very high. Don't get carried away when you are making too much of money. And same thing happens. Don't get carried away. Don't take your emotions take control when things are going bad. Some people, they lose a lot of money in the FNO. Do some transactions and all, suddenly they lose lakhs of rupees. Don't get carried away. It happens. It happens because something you need to pay for it, right? Think like, okay, you have gave a tuition fee and all. Don't get carried away when things are good. Don't get carried away things are bad. Just the way it is. Try to learn from it. And this is what the investing world taught me. Know yourself. Be calm. And then only you can take a good decision. And most of the decisions, right? Actually, most of the good decision happens when you are in a very, very bad situation. When you are in a good situation, things are doing good, you won't think twice. Immediately you take action. But when things are bad, you are very, very prudent and careful. And that taught me in investing world that when things are bad, you do investing very prudently. Now market is not doing good, as Mohan said. Last 2 years, since 2024 November or September onwards, the market didn't do anything. 2015 cross market crash, right? 2016, a lot of things are happening. The war is happening. The tariff is happening from the US side. Russian weakening war happened in 2023, right? So things didn't work out since last 2-3 years. People, most of the people, Gen Z and all, they joined after COVID when the market is going up. They're happy, things are going good, people are making money, stocks are moving up. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. After that, things are not working out. Now is the time to put money. This is what taught me investing journey. In life also, we know that when things are not good, then we will make a very rational decision. Same thing, when the stock market is not doing good, you invest. Back in 2018, I was investing because I was doing a job, right, during that time. So when things are not, but that is what I learned actually. 2017 to 18, that is a wonderful lesson taught me. And during COVID, I invested a lot. 2020, when the market crashed, I invested a lot of money. Whatever I had money, I just put everything 80%. I didn't keep anything in my bank. Little bit. This middle class mentality, right? Keep something for your future. But I invested heavily. And that investment gave me the reward in 2021, 22, 23. And 24 onwards, right? And 23, 24, I was selling. This taught me, right? Know yourself. And now I am buying. Most of the people I have seen, my known circle, they're fed up with the stock market last 2 years. It's not doing anything. And people are waiting actually. I bought stock at 100 rupees. Now it is 80 rupees. I'm just waiting for my price to come back. Once it touches 100 rupees, I just exit. Mera paisa to bach gaya. So you need to think rationally. 90% of the people, they lose money. Only 10% of the people, they make money in the stock market. And it is everywhere. You know 80-20 rule? Everywhere. The Pareto principles. In the corporate world also, 80% of people, they are in the middle class, lower class, right? Lower. And only 10% of people, they're in the top category, right? They go to CEO, unit head and all. You think differently. You think differently. Your thinking has to be that 10% or 20%. Crowd is always wrong, I'm telling you. Crowd is always right at the short term immediately. But over the time, eventually crowd is wrong. Now everyone is selling. Mike, I run a WhatsApp group and all. People are like fed up. I talk to one guy, all these things. I have friend in France. He was saying, okay, this is all, nothing is happening and all. They want immediate return. Everything takes time, no? Now is the time to see the seeds and you have to wait. So knowing yourself is one of the critical things. And still it is easy to say, it is not easy. Most of the people, they don't know themselves. And things will change. You talk about this, actually knowing yourself is something when you do the difficult things, then we'll come to know yourself. I have been in this investing world since last almost like 15 years. And I have gone through many hells. Lot of money. I invested in a restaurant. I lost almost like 50, 60 lakhs. I lost. Zero went to zero. And this, when you go through this painful journey, then the life will teaches you many more things. So knowing yourself something is very easy to say. It is very easy to say, but most of people, they don't know themselves. And they will come to know when they go through that journey. And you talk about any entrepreneurs, right? They will say that, okay, this journey, whatever I have spent since last 10 years in this company, building this company, I have gone through all these cycles and all this taught me. Now it evolved me. Now I am a better person, they will say. So you will become a good person or bad person based on the journey what you have done, right? Now think about 10 years back. If you have not anything, right, you don't come to know, right? You have to see something. You have to go through the difficult paths and all, something uncomfortable thing that will teach you, and all, then you will evolve. And knowing yourself, it doesn't work in that way. If I ask you, know yourself, I know myself. You don't know me. No, you also don't know yourself. People go through the problem, and I said, do you do this? I get a lot of calls related to finance, personal finance, because I am like 40 plus category, right? Lot of all my old friends and all, they are fed up with the job and all. They call me, okay, boss, Vinay, I'm fed up. They're asking me to learn new technology. How many things I will learn? Now the AI and all, I cannot. And layoffs are happening. They're calling me all these things. And I say, okay, do this. They will say, okay, boss, you don't know my situations and all. Are fine, but do you know yourself? They do. See, everyone wants a solution, but they don't want to implement that, right? So you have to take a pain. Suddenly, kaise hoga? Today you call and I want to become this tomorrow. How it will happen, right? No, there's a plan happen, right? Last week one guy came from US and all. He came to my house. Okay, he also wanted to get rid of corporate world and all. He wanted to do options and trading and stock market. I said, boss, 10 years का effort लगता है. Anything you do, it takes time. You didn't get a job day one, right? You went to school, college and all. Startup company, if you build a company also, it takes time. Even if you take a franchise also, it takes time. स्टॉक मार्केट कैसे होगा एक दो दिन में? Takes time. So emotions, right? One of the this right side, anger. Anger is an energy with a purpose. Okay, this is something it is in my heart. I will tell you why. It builds when something challenges your values, disrespect your boundaries, or disrupt your sense of justice. I was very angry with my job. 2007, back 2007, very angry. I was hating like anything. And that anger actually pushed me, right? Because of that anger, I was desperately looking for something else. Kaise hoga? Kaise I wanted to get rid of that. That anger, right, it's like it's positivity. How you redirect that energy, right? That emotions in the right way. And that I use that anger to find some alternative. I invested here and there, right? I invested in a restaurant and a bar that didn't work out. Then a couple of people of my friends and we started doing something on our own. We started building a software product that didn't also work because all due to anger. Because what, right? Sometimes you get motivated to do something, but motivation doesn't work out. Motivations are emotions. Emotions are very powerful. Emotions stays with you. Motivations only stay and only very short time. So use your emotions as an energy of the fuel. मैंने तो anger को use किया है because of my anger with the corporate world. That is like pushing me. Every time I go to office, right? Anger. मेरा boss क्या बोल रहा है and this escalation of that anger. Every time you go to office, that anger, right, pushes me to do something. And emotions are very powerful actually. It can break you, it can make you. Sometimes, right, people get fed up, right? Office mein hua hai, escalations happens, you are listed in this layoff, and sometimes people break also, right? Now, how you take it? How you take it? And when you channel that emotions in a proper, it can create wonders. Most of the founders, most of the successful people you see, they have done something happened in their life. Something happened. There is a actually biography I was reading. The Uber founder, Uber, right, car. He created Uber because of some incident happened in his life, and that pushed me. And this is like everywhere, all the founders, right? Because creating a company is not a small thing. Something would have happened in their life, and that emotion they carry throughout their life, and that emotion they use as an energy to fuel. Some problem happened and they disrupted. They wanted to disrupt, and finally know where the money is, right? And go there. We all are working for the money. I found stock market, so I went there. You find your own something, but go where money is. Job is also fine. There is a money, but when you go top, right, then there is a money, right? In the middle management under, there is no money. So strive for that. So where there is a money and have some emotions or something to go there. वो थोड़ा जील चाहिए, right? Build that one. I found stock market because I was not interested in the corporate world. I was angry with the corporate world. I was desperately finding some other areas. I failed in the startup world, couldn't succeed. I failed in, I took a partnership in some other guy for a restaurant that I failed. But someone other fine, but the direction was right. I am here. One lesson is like think like a corporate. Every company has a mission and vision. What is the mission and vision we have? Nothing. You ask any of our people and there is no missions. My mission is go to office, get a salary after the month, and that's it. I have a mission and vision. You have a mission, how, where to go. Vision bhi hona chahiye, right? The purpose hona chahiye. Think like a corporate. Every company has. You are working for a company. Day and night we are working for a company. Company has a mission and vision, but we don't have a mission and vision. Our mission and vision is a company only. So have some mission and vision. Corporate, every corporate, they do R&D. Why? They have 100 rupees profit. They 20 rupees or something, they do R&D. Every company does. Some company do more, some company do less. But every company they do. When banks also, they do R&D. They invest in the future things, other product. Every company, they always try to create new product and services. Or they renovate their products. What innovations we are doing it? Have something. Have some surplus time and money to do some, like a corporate, what they do. And when I say think like a corporate, you, if you are a family, you are like CEO of your family, right? You are a custodian of your family. If you are a only earner in your family, that means you are like main decision maker, right? And your wife, your kids, treat them as an employee or associate. And how a CFO works? Because they have to allocate their money in a prudent way. They don't spend everything, right? So think yourself as a CEO or CFO. What are the way you invest in a proper way? How the company thinks. Company thinks in the future. You have to think about in the future. Company thinks in terms of the innovation, new product, new services. You also have to think how to streamline my existing thing, how to minimize my cost so that I can have surplus. I can invest in my future. हम लोग किताब ही नहीं खरीदते. We don't buy books. We don't read. We don't spend time. What are the extra time we have? We spend time in the Netflix, YouTube shorts and all. And we don't have surplus. What are the surplus we have? We invest in the real estate. We invest in all the gadgets and all. So think like a corporate, right? And act like a startup. Startup like a very agile, right? They work hard. They think about the future. Corporate socio, but act like a startup. Because this is something it works. But once you understand this, you understand how the company behaves. And once you understand how the company behaves, you'll be a very good investor. You'll be a very good investor. You can invest in a company because you will understand the psychology, how the company works. You will understand the psychology, how the investor thinks, good investor thinks. You make money not because you are investing in the money. You make money two ways. One is big investors have belief in that company, they invest in the company, and also company is doing good. So once you understand this, all the concept, you can understand the psychology, because this taught me. It is not that one day. I learned it over the years. And think like a Marwadi finally. Marwadi में क्या होता है, right? I know Marwadi. Like I have couple of friends. Marwadi, these shops they run, right? If you give them 1 crore rupees, right, they get tensed. They always think, okay, where to invest, because cash is for them, right, something a very critical resource. If they are not getting return on that cash, then they get tensed. They simply deploy back. I know many of my business friends and who runs businesses and all, they don't keep cash at all. You give them cash, they immediately deploy into their business, because they know that the return from the business will be much more than keeping idle, right? We know that, right? But we middle class people, what we do? We go to the bank and put an MD, right? If you have more money, then we will talk about land, real estate, and all. Think like that, right? You build skills, assets, equity, cash, right? All real estate is one thing, okay, if you have more money, but think in terms of that. Money should not just sit, right, to look safe. It should quietly recruit more money. So that is one of the beautiful quote, right? I always say that your money should be your first employee. For a corporate employee, what? Employee is a resource. For a corporate employee is a resource. And the resource works for the company to generate more money for the company. Similarly, think your money as your first employee, as your critical resource, so that it will work for you to create more money for you. Think like a Marwadi. Marwadi is think like that. Lesson number 7, last one. Culture, okay? Culture is a very top priority. Every company has a culture. Every company. You see many companies, they acquire a small company, big company, or companies they merge and all, they don't fit. Why? Because the culture is not similar. Many cases, you go history. Many companies, they acquire another company because of the cultural mismatch, they cannot succeed. If the company doesn't have a good culture, they cannot succeed. Infosys, I was watching one article. One of the founder, he said that, what is the main success criteria for Infosys? Because of the culture. And all the founders, 4 founders, they stick together for almost like 3 decades. They never got separated. In fact, they had all these issues and all, but they got together. The culture, the foundation, they built it. That is what every company, HDFC Bank, it's a fine culture. If your culture is not right, you can go to a certain extent, then they'll die. I'm not saying, it's a Warren Buffett is saying, culture is self-propagate. He's saying you shape your houses and then they save you. You shape your environment, you shape your house, you shape your friends, you shape your circle, and that will shape you. It's just a culture. The way company has a culture, we also think about ourselves as a culture. Where a culture क्या and that will define you. If your culture is spending time in YouTube, spending time in movies and all, that will shape you. If your culture is spending time, your friend circles are like that, that will shape you. It depends how your environment is, in which circle you are, with whom you are dealing with day to day. And this is not only business, right? It also applies to us. And one of the main thing when I invest in a company, I look at the culture, employees and all. I look at their background, founders and all, because that helped me. This helped me. All these things are very simple, but not easy. We do all these things, but your whole life will try to call you back, right? But don't fall back, okay? Sometimes all those things we do, but our mind psychology, it keep on calling you, okay, nahi, short term hi acha hai, long term problem hai. But you have to stick to this. It is simple but not easy. Everything we know, whatever we are talking about, everything, all we know. We know how the compounding works. We know long term creates wealth. We know patience is good. Simple, not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, that's it, Mohan. It's back to you. If you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, Mohan, back to you.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you very much for such a wonderful sharing us wonderful insights and wonderful lessons from your life journey. I really felt like I was reading a book. because it is a wonderful, for me it is a wonderful opportunity listening to someone who is actually speaking from his experiences, because somebody has gone through different phases, who failed and learned lessons from his failures, and he's kind enough to come and share his experiences for someone's good. That is really a wonderful opportunity, getting to hear to someone, because that is what all the books are about, right? If you take any renowned book like Think and Grow Rich or Atomic Habits, the author who writes that book, he might have done a lot of research. Almost, I think, these authors, they might have spent some years to write that particular book. They might have interacted with a lot of successful people. They take their experiences, and in every page they share some experience of some successful person in their life. So that is how I felt like when I was listening to you. It was really a wonderful this thing, and thanks for sharing your experiences. We'll look forward to listening more and more from you, Vinay. Thank you very much. So
Thank you.
if anybody has any questions, you're free to ask. We have some time. Maybe I think Uday is raising his hand. Uday wants to ask something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Uday, go ahead.
yeah, it was amazing, Vinay, to hear from you. So, Vinay, I just wanted to ask actually. So, what are the few companies or few industries which you are looking at the moment for future?
Okay. So one thing, right? What I learned from my life, right? Everything comes in cycle. Okay. Uh, we always go through a good period and a bad period. Same thing happens in the market. But one small difference in the market is market also goes through cycles. Bull phase happened 2022, 24 and all. And then there is a bad phase is going on due to all those things. And the good things will turn out. It will come. Good things will come, definitely. It's not just that we don't know when. It will come. Definitely it will come. Because economy will go up, things will pan out, everything will go. Only thing is when the things will turn out right, the new opportunities will be different. Otherwise, very easy, na? You will buy only things. New opportunity will be different. It won't be IT. It will be different. It won't be in energy sector. It will be different. So what I feel is the manufacturing. I believe the manufacturing sector is going to create huge lot of jobs in the next decade. My gut feeling is that we have done extremely well in the service sector since 2019
Hmm.
to 2010 period. Because Manmohan Singh came and they opened up because we had this license Raj and all. And then we were basically, because after independence, right, 1947, we are very scared of foreign people because we have seen that foreign people, they looted our money, they exploited us, and that is basically like it lingered in our minds historically if you look at it. So we closed the economy to the outside world. So 1915 to 1990 everything was controlled by the government. And why I'm telling you, you need to go a little bit history so that you understand how it happens, because history will teach you many things. And this 40 years we closed our economy, and when you close your economy, government took the control. That's why taxes are very high, everything was public sector and all. Now 91, what happened? Enough is enough. Manmohan Singh opened up our economy to the external world. Export was open, and then export, when it opened, lot of private sector came. And because India was a poor country, we depended more on the dollars, so export thrived. 90s onwards, that's why you see ITs, like IT company, they thrived because export and all. And during that 90s or 30, all the export related companies, they did well. And export was the IT company was the first thing, right? And then service banks and also along with that, banks also they did pretty well. And then pharma also did very well. But in the same time, we ignored our manufacturing capabilities. We are very good now service, but we don't very good in the manufacturing. We cannot compete with China right now. The kind of supply chain they have, the kind of manufacturing power they have, we do not have. And now China plus one, all these things are coming up. US and China, they are rivals. Now they both are superpower. No one want, they don't want to trade with China. They want to divert what are the investment they have outside China. Now, if you ignore China, then what is the biggest economy in the world? Still developing, India. China is good in manufacturing. We are not good in the manufacturing. We are very good in service. So manufacturing is going to come up. So when you talk about the manufacturing, look at this capital goods, some of the all those things. It's a very diverse world because it is something no one knows what is going to happen. But that manufacturing sector, capital goods, something you should look at it. That is what it is going to create next set of jobs. Next set of jobs won't be in IT, won't be in the banking and all. It will be different, be this manufacturing sector which is going to come up. That's what I believe. And new age companies are also doing good because if you look at new age companies, Zomato, delivery, and all the gig workers coming up. We never had this concept of the gig workers. Now gig workers are they are earning as good as normal white collar. So blue collar jobs are going to be created more and more, and that is how we have to look at it. So this is something we need to think through which company and all, but broadly I believe the manufacturing sector is going to come up, and all the surrounding those companies which serve, right, auxiliary sector which serve to manufacturing, they may do well.
Mm.
The newest companies anyway, uh, gig workers and all. But investing point of view, it is very hard because newest companies and all they are privately funded, and by the time they come to the IPO, it's already money has been made. Okay, to the PE guys, we need to look at in that aspect. I hope I answered your question, Uday.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Vinay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to investing, so as you rightly said, like most of the people they fail in investing, like 90%, majority of the people they fail. So as far as your experience is concerned, like have you seen any particular pattern or like any particular this thing, how why people fail, in investing?
Yeah, I have gone through that, right? I have gone through that. I failed initially, right? Why? Because fail is because they don't want to learn the mindset of an investor. If you want to start a company, right, you have to understand how an entrepreneur thinks, the mentality. You need to understand how an investor thinks, how they behave. For example, I'm talking about, right, a startup company. If I am a startup company, okay, now I have beautiful idea, okay, I have beautiful this idea. There is no cash flow. When I present this to investors, some investors they might like it, even though there is a no cash flow, okay, and they put money. And God creates, let's say everything is going out, panning out, and I am growing, and let's say I'm making some money. And when I go back to the investor for the second round, okay, I have two options. One is I am making profit right now. Let's use that profit to pay ourselves. Second is I want to grow. You know what investors will do? They will say, no, 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 don't take profit. Let's put money, let's burn the cash, grow. So that's what they think it. Their thinking mentality is it's not about making money, they're thinking of growing. Why most of the investors they fail? Because they think about the return money. They don't think about the growth. If you look about the growth, then you have to have sacrifice. You need to sacrifice. Investors, big start off. This concept was not there 10 years back, 15 years back, right? Because we were a poor country, we didn't have enough money. P money was not available. Right now, money is available. P money is available. VCs are available. Angel money is available. And they will invest not because you are making money. They will invest because you are growing money, because you are changing something in the society, you are growing the company. So you need to think in that aspect, how the investors think, how the big investors think, how the company thinks. If you think about the money, you won't going to make it. If you think about the wealth, you will make money. Most of the investors think about the money. मेरे को कैसे मनी चाहिए एवरी मंथ? नो, ऐसा नहीं होता है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You build a company today, Mohan. You build a company. Do you think that you will get money next day, next year? You have some horizon, right? First, you need to build and all, everything. It takes time. It takes time. You build that pain. You have to have that capacity to suffer for those few years. You build that pain. You build that buffer so that you can have capacity to suffer. And then once you are able to suffer those pain, right? Suffering in the sense, for outside it is a suffer, but you should enjoy that suffering. You should enjoy that suffering, and that suffering should not kill you. Oh, mentality, that mentality you need to build. Once you have that mentality, long term thinking and all, ज़्यादा कमाने का, ज़्यादा पैसा बनाने का, not small. Think little bit more. Think in terms of crores, not in lakhs. Then you will succeed. Because when you are thinking in terms of crores, you know that it takes time. But when you are thinking in terms of thousands and all, you know that I need immediately. So think that a bada socho, so automatically your directions will happen. So direction is more important. Direction is more important. Oh, thoda, you have to basically, if you listen to all the good investors and all, right, you have to listen the way they are talking, their mindset. Their mindset you need to understand. ऐसा नहीं कि ये stock ऐसा है, ये PE, no, that is not going to work. This is something, theory. It's not theory, right? Cooking and investing cannot teach you. You need to act. Swimming also. You need to jump. Then only you will learn swimming. So नहीं होता है. School, colleges, university, and they teach you how physics works, how maths works. They cannot teach you how the real life works, right? You need to experience it. They cannot teach you how create a company. So everyone can create a company. Creating company is an art, actually. It's art. Art you cannot teach, right? You need to experience it. It's an art. Creating a company, investing in the company, making money is an art, actually. You need to experience it. You need to go intuition. That's what emotions are very powerful. You cannot create a company, you cannot make money without very strong emotions. Emotions चाहिए. मेरे को emotions आ गया था because वो anger था, पैसा नहीं था, poor family, right? I lost money. Actually my anger towards the company was the main source of inspiration. It's a like fun part. Some people laugh it, but the anger toward my company, that was the main inspiration. That inspiration pushed me to something else. तो वो mindset आना चाहिए.
Yeah.
Mindset.
And unfortunately, we don't have that entrepreneur mindset because we are stuck in this 9 to 5 job. As long as we are stuck in this, we never get that. Because when we are working for a company, we never think about if the company is making money or not. We always think about our salary. That's all. We never think about if this financial year, how much money my company is making. We never think about that, right?
So that is a fair point, right? If मेरे पास पैसा ही नहीं है तो मैं क्या सोचूंगा, right? If I have 100 rupees and my expenditure 100 rupees or 120 rupees, I don't have bandwidth to think about, right? मैं jobless हूँ, मैं कैसे सोचूंगा? It's very easy to say think long term and all, but if I don't have money to eat, right? How can I think of? So always you make sure that your basic things are taken care, and basic things are taken care in two ways. One is you reduce your expectation. When I came from US, I had the money, but I never used to go. I took a very middle class apartment and I could have taken very good apartment. So you could squeeze your expenses, right? The more your income is going up, right? Everything, your income will go up, right? Next year you will get some increment. Don't increase your expenses. Increase your surplus. And that surplus is basically what I'm talking about, the capacity to build, to accept the pain. If you have 100 rupees now, next year, if it is 140 rupees, right? And your expenses are today are 70 rupees, keep that 70 rupees. Now, earlier you have 20 rupees extra. Now you have 70 rupees. So your capacity to suffer is increasing. Once you build the capacity to suffer, right? Then you can take risk. It's not easy. You cannot take risk, right? Unless until you have some buffer. If I
Absolutely.
want to suffer, then how can I take risk? So you build that capacity to suffer. Build that capacity. Increase your time. 24 hours. Everyone has 24 hours. Increase that extra time. Whatever you're spending all the junk, right? You close that or try to spend extra time. Spend in your skills. Increase that extra money. Build that capacity to suffer. वो थोड़ा बड़ा and then that will push you. You need a support structure. We are not from a very rich family who can support us, right? If you are poor, if you lose money, then the society will abandon you. Your wife will abandon you. Your parents also abandon you, right? So we have to build that extra thing, and that is basically support structure we need to build, because we don't have any support structure now. We have to build ourselves. Only way is you reduce your expenses and increase your savings. That is the only way you can do.
Correct. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you very much for your insights. So with this, we have completed our first segment, deep dive segment.
Lot of time,
It
huh?
is, yeah, yeah. It's fine for today because anyways we have one deep dive, right? Maybe you
Yeah.
have compensated for second deep dive as well. You
Sure.
have deeper deep dive. Okay, so with that, we have completed our first segment. Now we'll start our second segment of today's meeting, which is short speeches. We have two speakers today who are going to deliver their short speeches. The first speaker is Amandeep. Okay, Amandeep is newest member to our club. Once again, we warmly welcome you to the club, Amandeep. Thanks for choosing to join us. We wish you a wonderful journey ahead. Definitely, you'll have a great time here. So before I call Amandeep, I would like to give a brief introduction about Amandeep. Amandeep, he has been working in a non-technical role for the past 5 years. His long-term goal is to start his own business, wonderful, and work independently. Though he's still figuring out the right path to start his own business. In the short term, he wants to improve his communication and leadership skills to grow in his career and prepare himself for his future opportunities. So, with that, I would like to welcome Amandeep to come and deliver his speech. Yeah, go ahead, Amandeep.
Yeah. Hi, Mohan and rest of the team. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mohan, thank you for the wonderful introduction. So, most of my introduction part was covered by Mohan, but yeah, I wanted to just highlight one point why I had chosen JustSpeak here. Okay. So, before JustSpeak, I had explored multiple platforms similar to the JustSpeak. I went to the demo sessions where I personally felt that most of the platforms a part of JustSpeak focuses only on the subject part. Okay. Where I personally believe that subject is very important skill which we need to learn anyhow. But I personally feel few other things is also a equally important is growing up the mindset by listening to by listening to the speakers or who are in our group from the different backgrounds and their experiences, etc. Okay. So I found those in JustSpeak, and I'm glad to be the part of JustSpeak member, where I personally feel that I'll learn I'll learn knowledge here as well as the building my mindset in the right path by looking at the different experiences, different perspectives from the different backgrounds. Thank you. And now coming to my topic would be questions we don't ask. Okay. Now I have a question for all of us. So in any of the public platforms like meetings, sessions, or anything, okay, where somewhere we feel that I would have asked the question at that time, but we didn't ask for some reason. Okay. So any of you have experienced this? I think I have experienced, and all of us. Yeah. So let me take an example here with the two members, person A and person B. Okay. The person A is a kind of member. They will ask the question right away on the spot and get the answers whatever they wanted to get. Basically, they will clarify their doubts or queries whatever they have in the right in the spot only. They didn't think that the question is silly, the question is not required here, or they don't even think that people will judge them. Okay, so let us go to the person B. The person B is a kind of a person who thinks all of this shit. Okay, he might think the question is silly, he might think the question is unworthy here, or he might think that people judge them. He won't be asking the question on the spot. Instead, he'll set up, he will choose a time to explore that particular question in the public platforms like Google, by googling, or YouTube, or using AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. Okay, that is a good way actually, but in that particular way he might get the information for that particular question, but somewhere he will be somewhere he stuck in his mind that he got the information for the question, but he didn't get the exact answer what he wanted to have. Okay, uh, so I am a person sometimes who is a person A and sometimes a person B. Okay, so what I think is, if we have a question, there is no harm in asking the question. Instead, if we don't have the question, we might lose the opportunity of getting the exact answer whatever we wanted to have. Okay, my takeaway in this would be, if we have a question, please ask immediately, because the question we missed asking today would be the required answer for tomorrow. Thank you so much. With this, I am wrapping this up. I think I took less time because this is the first session for me. I'll definitely,
No problem, Mandi.
yeah,
It was a very short and sweet speech, I would say. It was really good.
yeah,
Thank you very much for you know uh, giving your first speech in the Just Speak meeting.
thank you,
So
man.
thank you very much.
Yeah,
So now we have our second speaker, Mr. Shashikant. Before I call Shashikant, let me introduce Shashikant to all the club members. Shashikant has around 10 years of experience in the general insurance industry. He is currently working as an area manager at Tata AI's General Insurance. So in his free time, he enjoys spending quality time with his family and friends, and he has a passion for traveling. So with this, I would like to welcome Shashikant to come and deliver his short speech. Welcome, Shashikant.
Yeah, thank you, Mohan. Thank you. See, this is my second speech in JustSpeak meeting. So today my topic is luck or hard work, which matters more. So generally, people says he's very lucky, or he became successful because of luck. So, but usually when we hear from successful people, behind their success, hard work, consistency, patience, and uh, preparation will be there. So I believe luck is the opportunity, but uh, hard works help you take advantage of that opportunity. So let me give a simple example. Imagine two people are preparing for an important opportunity. So one person works hard every day. So, and another person does nothing, like just he will simply waits for luck. So one day opportunity comes. Suppose both both persons may have the same luck on the day. So who will win? Who will success? So obviously the person who is already prepared will be the winner. So this is that's why I believe hard work help us walk through it. So just think about a sports person. So winning a match may sometimes depend on a luck, uh, just like a small mistake by the opponent or a last minute opportunity, and due to some bad weathers. So, but that person, any person, depend only on a luck to become a champion. I say definitely not. So behind every successful sports person, there is a lot of practice, sacrifices, discipline, and they will accept failures as well. So the same will be applicable to our professional life as well. So sometimes we may not get promotion if we are giving a good performance. Also, sometimes we will not get promotions and ratings. Sometimes a client may reject our proposals, and sometimes our hard work may not immediately produce result. So that moment, we may think I'm unlucky, I don't have a luck. So that is wrong actually. No, we should not think like that. We should ask ourselves, what can I do better next time? So that question will be completely change our attitude. Yes, I felt this experience as well. So luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I really like this because opportunity may come unexpectedly, but only prepared person can convert into success. And one more example, someone, imagine someone suddenly gets an opportunity to give a presentation to senior management. So if they have been continuously improving their communication skills, that person can make the best of that opportunity. For someone who has never prepared and who has never spent his time with his work, then it may become a challenge to that person. So we may not always be a lucky. We have to face failures, rejection, and difficult situations. But if we continue working hard, improving ourselves, and staying prepared, so that will be increase our chances of success. So finally, if anyone asks me luck or hard work, so my answer will be luck. Luck can give a chance, but hard work gives you the ability to use the chance. So don't wait for the luck, just prepare yourself. So you should ready to answer whenever luck knocks your door. That's all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Lovely, Shashikant. It was really a wonderful speech and
Thank you, mom.
and a great message. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, so thank you very much. So now we have completed our second segment as well, the short speeches. So we'll start next. We'll start our impromptu speech segment, which is the power pitches. Okay, so it will be taken by Vishwanath. Okay, so before calling on Vishwanath, I would like to introduce Vishwa to everyone. Vishwa is a senior technical lead at ZF Group. He is currently working on autonomous driving technologies. He has a deep passion for spirituality and he enjoys exploring new places through traveling. And in his leisure time, he plays badminton, and he also practices juggling. So with that, I would like to welcome Vishwa. Please go ahead, Vishwa.
Yeah, thanks, Mohan, for wonderful introduction. Before starting, I would like to appreciate Shelly. Really, very good speech. I also remember I have also given the same speech at the initial stages. I think he has done much better than me. Uh, yeah, it's absolutely the same topic I have selected: luck versus hard work.
Vishwa, your voice is a bit breaking. In case if you have any problem with your video, you can switch off your video if you feel.
Now it is good.
It
Hello.
is better, Vishwa. Better, better.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll directly get into the topic. Can we start with someone voluntary? Sir, you're speaking on mute.
Start with
Who?
Yeah. I'll start with Vinay, sir.
no Mohan. I'm
Okay.
talking. I'm saying Mohan.
Yeah,
Mohan.
yeah.
Okay.
Mohan is
Okay.
very.
Mohan. Yeah, I have prepared for everyone.
Hmm.
uh, yeah, Mohan.
Yes.
In Hindu mythology, yeah, you know Mahabharata. If you want to take any one character in Kaurava side, whom you will take and what would be your action plans or action items?
Whom would I take? Like, I didn't get your question, Vishwa.
Kaurava character. Maybe you might be a. There are so many Kaurava characters are there.
Yes, yes,
Bhishma.
yes. Correct.
Who would be you? You would be born as that character, and what would
Okay.
be your action?
Okay, okay. How differently I would have done? You meant to ask.
Exactly. What you have done
Okay.
differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you very much, Vishwa, uh, for putting me on the spot. And the topic, if I had to choose one character from Kaurava's side and how I would have done differently, then probably I would choose, Bhishma. Bhishma is one strong character from Kaurava's side. I always admired and respected, though he was standing on the wrong side on the Kaurava's side, but I always had great respect for Bhishma, because the kind of person he has been throughout, and the kind of hardships he had gone through in his life. And the one particular quality about Bhishma which actually inspires me, and which makes me respect him more, is his selflessness. Okay, throughout his life, uh, he never thought about himself. Right, he was very selfless right from the beginning. He sacrificed everything his in his life. That is why he was called Bhishma. So in case if I was put in his position, maybe I would not have supported as much as he supported Kauravas, because Bhishma, he was very firm on his stand, because just because he had taken that oath to stand on the side of Kauravas and to support Kauravas, he always was very firm on his decision, though he was against Dharma. So that is what actually makes me a bit uncomfortable. Probably I would have Yeah, I know. If I was in his position, I would not mind breaking my promise and supporting for something good, maybe like Pandavas. Yeah, Vishwa, that's all.
Correcting rigid rightness over ethics.
Yes, 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 choosing righteousness over.
Great. Good,
Yeah.
good. Really appreciate it. Next, I'll call. Yeah, Mohan, now you can select anyone.
Maybe if Ashrit is okay to take a topic since he is our guest. Ashrit?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Vishwa, go ahead.
Brief about it.
Ashrit is ready to volunteer.
Yeah, I'll give a brief whatever session that are there. So here we'll give a random topic that you have to talk about that topic for 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that.
Okay.
I'll give a simple one. Yeah. So what would be his profile? Would be
I could hear total question totally.
Vishwa,
okay.
switch
So in
off
the
your
current
video. That would be better.
technology, we have a lot of this one. Maybe I'll switch on my video. Um, now is my voice is clear?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Vishwa.
Yeah, yeah. See, now we have so many like LinkedIn, Facebook, Insta, YouTube. So if Arjuna, I'm talking about the Hindu mythology, Mahabharata time, Arjuna has a access for LinkedIn. So
Okay.
what would be his head profile and what would be his key skill strengths? Yeah.
So I think Arjuna, when I thought about Arjuna, the consistency, he will work on many things. If he starts anything, he will complete it, even if it's till completion, till he get that task. So he'll work on it consistently, even day and night. So I think the consistency word suits Arjuna totally, and he is on the right path as we see, and he gives respect. He gives to and his righteousness and his knowledge in terms of any situation. He will explain even if it's his senior or junior. He will explain his point of view. He will not um, bound to anyone's thoughts. He has his own thoughts and he will work on work consistently and he will listen to his elders. And in the LinkedIn, I think learning continuously till he gets the task complete. So what I would say is, yeah, consistently he'll work on it. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I think like you got a good insight about Arjuna. You able to cover his topics. Good. Uh, nice. Uh, maybe Amandeep.
I'm refraining now because I'm not that good at. Okay, okay, you can go ahead, Vishwa. I'll try to answer your
Okay.
question.
So okay, fine. Not a problem. So if Hanuman was in offered in corporate and you're the CEO and for what role and which why you what role you will select for him? Why what
Your voice is
Vice and
breaking.
H.
Your voice is
I'm
stopping,
truly
Vishwa.
sorry for that. Now, yeah. Now it is good.
It is better, I guess.
Better, Vishwa.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm absolutely sorry for that. Since I'm in actually remote area.
No
So
worries.
I was asking, I'm like if Hanuman, Amandeep is the CEO of the company, and Hanuman applies for a role. What kind of role Amandeep will offer Hanuman?
Okay. Allow me 30 seconds to think.
I'll be so silent.
Yeah, it is a little tricky. Take time, no problem.
Okay, Vishwa. If I was the CEO and Anandji would be a member of my team.
I'm sorry, some noises, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So if I was the CEO and Hanumanji was the part of my company, how
correct,
would I okay, how would I utilize his powers is like so
correct,
so I'm currently working as a project manager where my responsibilities include uh, taking up the best team for that particular project, okay, and uh, and satisfying customers by delivering the customer needs in time. Okay, I would choose Hanumanji as a project manager or program manager because it includes all the technical and non-technical parts. He need to understand the deliverables from the customer in a clear fashion, and that needs to communicated in uh, that needs to be communicated to our stakeholders who are inside the company. Not only that particular job he does, I mean the program manager does. We also need to continuously follow up internal stakeholders, and we also need to be the barrier, like we need to step in wherever the team help requires, and if there are any miscommunications between the team. So I think Hanumanji would be the right person to handle all these obstacles and all.
perfect. Yeah, it's a really good answer. Uh, I'll go with Shashi next.
Yes.
Hi, Shashi.
Hi, Vishwa.
Uh, yeah, hi. You know Ravana Brahma. So
Hmm.
if
Yes.
he would have started a company, what do you think? Whether the company will take a skyrocket or it will collapse because it's uh, arrogance, what do you call it? Uh, Government. So what do you think?
It's a bit difficult to answer. Just give me some time.
O- Okay. Okay. Simple one.
Yeah.
So how this social media will be reflected at the time of Mahabharata in case the Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram were there in at the time of Mahabharata war, how it would be in, like how the status or posts were there or reflected or written by any of the warrior, how it would be. Maybe take one or two characters, just give a couple of posts.
See, recently we have seen Prabhas movie, right? Like Karna story, that is. So that
Mm-hmm.
that is a huge, biggest hit, I think, for Prabhas. So if that time, like social media was there, though, I would like to tell about like a Karna story to identify friendship and loyalty, about the loyalty. So before the Kurukshetra war, like the Pandavas and Karnas should be highlight in that movies. So and one more
Okay.
popular character like Arjuna. So that
Okay.
he we would like see him like a hero character in that, become that
Mm-hmm.
will be a like a motivational. Yeah. So so that Kurukshetra would become a, like a biggest trending topic in the world at that time if Mahabharata comes in the picture of social media. So that's it. I don't know much about Mahabharata. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fine. Good. Okay. I'll go
I
with
tried that.
this one. For you. The question is as usual. Uh, Krishna is a strategist, leader, or mentor. Of course, three are
Sorry,
equally
Vishwa, this is for
for
me.
everyone.
Vishwa, this is for me.
Yeah, yeah, this is for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
this is for you.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Uh, Krishna is strategist or leader or mentor. I know three are equally to everyone, but according to you, want to select any one topic. So one thing, one strength. So what you would select and why? Leader or mentor?
Yeah, you talked about the strategist, leader, and the mentor. So actually, frankly, Krishna was all, but given the topic, I need to select one. I would say Krishna was a more strategy guy. Why? Because Krishna had all the powers, but he couldn't do on himself. So he wanted to do those things on behalf of himself by the other people. So as a strategist, right, he found a leader called Arjuna. So he appointed a leader, Arjuna. Through him, he built a strategy to fight the war, to destroy the enemy. Everything he did it, and also mentor, right? Sometimes as a strategic guy, sometimes leader may not be listening to you because at so and so reason. And when the war happened, Krishna saw the opponents were all his family members, brothers and sisters on the other side. So he didn't want to fight. Now, as a mentor, he did everything. He did everything. So sometimes, as a strategic guy, you can be a leader, and once you don't find a leader, appoint a leader so that he will execute on your behalf. So Krishna did a wonderful job as a strategic person to appoint Arjuna as a leader, and also at the same time, when leader don't do their duties due to so and so reason, you need to become a mentor. He did that job also very beautifully. He mentored Arjuna to fight for the cause, right? Fight for the right thing. And he did it. But everything started from strategy point of view. If you don't have a strategy, right, then you cannot execute. So from that point of view, or I think Krishna was a more a strategic person rather than the leader, rather than a mentor. So that is why I would choose a strategic person, Krishna. Back to you.
Yeah, perfectly answered. Even if I want to answer, definitely I would have selected strategist only. Yeah, I think we have. Is anyone left or Mohan?
Yeah,
Uday wants
everyone
to
is
take any
covered,
topic?
Vishwa.
Okay, then over to you.
Uday, I think he's not available. He's outside, it seems.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe
Sure.
it's not possible for him. Yeah. Thank you, Vishwa. Thank
Okay,
you
Mohan.
very much for conducting
Thanks a lot.
Power Picture segment so well. Again, with your favorite topic of Mahabharata, and the topics were like very smart and very innovative, I would say. Yeah, very good. Uh, so with that, we have completed our Power Pitch segment also. So it was really well conducted by Vishwa. So now, since we have covered first three segments, we are left with the final segment, which is the feed forward one. Okay. So today we have Vinay, who is going to evaluate the speeches of both Amandeep and Shashikant, and he's going to give his feedback. So I would like to welcome Vinay to please share his feedback. Thank you, Vinay.
Thank you, Mohan. Good morning again, everyone. So I'll start with Amandeep as the first
Yeah,
speaker,
Vinay.
and after that I will go with Shashi. So Amandeep, I understand this was your first speech in this forum, and I believe you didn't have much experience outside also.
Yeah,
Uh, Considering that it was a very good speech, considering the first one, though it was a very short and crispy one. Uh, the topic was good because that is the most of the people we faced. We don't ask questions,
yeah,
and we ask question. Before asking a question, lot of things come to our mind, right? Lot of thought process
yeah,
happen, what the people think, all those things is very relevant in this kind of forum, because most of the people who come to this forum, they have gone through that kind of anxiety, that kind of feeling. So
yeah,
starting was good. Because of that, it caught the attention of all the audience. It's good.
yeah,
And you talked very fluently throughout. So it was
okay,
not like that you are recollecting something. It happened naturally, and
yeah,
the flow was very nice.
yeah,
So a couple of things I want to add. So all this good part is okay. So there's
yeah,
something I would like to highlight just for the improvement and all.
yeah.
So the speech was more like, I found it is more like a conversation, as if you are talking to you and me and all. It was
Ah,
good. Then it is not a speech. Okay. From presentation point of view, that is okay. So you need to be little bit check on that aspect. Okay. When
yeah,
you're giving a story or a pitch or telling, right, it should not be like you are talking directly to the people. It should be like that, rather than you are waiting for someone to respond. So I felt it was more like a conversation. Okay.
understood. Understood, Vinay.
That's the one thing. And also get some stories. Okay, so generic GAN and all, okay, fine, everyone will know, right?
Hmm.
Add one storyline, right, punchline, something, it
Ah,
will be good, because that is it will elevate your speech, something from your personal things and all. For example, I did this. I happened to went into a seminar and all. I wanted to ask, but I couldn't ask. And this is what I felt it, because I was nervous and so many people. I don't know what to do, and that prompted me to realize that okay, this is something weakness. So if you bring those aspects, right, I think I'm sure most of the people would have faced this kind of scenario, right? It's a
yeah,
topic
yeah,
is very relevant. So if you would bring your experience into this topic, right, just 1 minute of talk, that experience that will bring you, because when you talk, that will come from within, you will talk from yourself,
yeah,
that way basically people can connect. So that's why whenever anyone is giving a speech, if you give your personal experience to that topic, it will be very good, because people can relate it. So apart from that, everything was good. So look into this aspect. Okay,
yeah,
your
Vinay.
flow was good. Language also good. You are very good English. Okay, a lot of
Yeah,
people like, we are not good in English, but we know the topics. But you are very good English. Your vocabulary is very good. So little bit this aspect, then I think it will be good.
sure,
Uh,
sure, sure, Vinay. I'll.
I really liked it. Given the first speech, I really loved it, and try to make it like 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, and one
Ah,
thing I like to add it, when you are giving a speech next time onwards, write it down. Okay, before
Okay.
giving the speech, right, practice it, write it
Okay.
in a note. And normally what happens is, right, when you are giving a speech, normally as a person, normally Indians, we
Okay.
take 80 to 120 words per minute. 80 to 100, 80 to 120 words per minute, depending on the speed. I speak very slowly, so my speed is like 80 to 90 words. So yours
Ah,
is 100 words, okay?
yeah.
So when you are giving a speech, right, in this kind of forum, like ideally we should be giving 5 to 7 minutes. So
Ah,
consider 6 minutes as a standard time. So try to write a story or the speech within that 500 to 600 line and practice it, okay?
okay.
So that
Okay.
you can actually cover that one. Okay, everything is good. um,
Yeah.
you look at that aspect, practice it, I think it will be good.
Sure.
And
Sure.
gradually you will see the flow, you will realize.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
thanks,
Thank you.
Mandeep.
Thank you so much for taking time for giving the feedback.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
I'll
Now next,
definitely look into the flaws which I have currently. Yeah.
so
Areas of improvement actually.
next to
Thank
Sasi, I didn't feel like it was like a first or second. I got inspired because this is something, luck versus hard work. Everyone, there is a dilemma, right? Hard work, luck, and all.
Yes,
Everyone
yes, yes, yes.
thinks hard work is good, luck doesn't. But
Correct,
yeah, luck, hard work
correct.
both matters.
We are facing
Your
the
speech
situations
was
in real life
just
also.
speech was very inspiring, and I loved it. I actually, frankly speaking, I didn't find any flaw in your speech. I didn't find. Only thing what I want to highlight is, as I told to Amandeep, bring your experience. Okay, most of us we shy to bring our experience, and when you bring your experience, it will be good. And when you bring your bad experience, that will actually people will like it. Good also fine, but because when we are talking about all things, right? These are all luck, hard work, and other things are normal day to day, right? And
Yes,
victim mentality. You talk about one thing, right? Okay, that guy is hard work, and I did everything, still I'm not getting. Maybe luck is not
yes,
fitting and all. These are the victim mentality. These are the
yes.
things that in real life, if you bring your experience, it will be really good. So I would suggest bring
Definitely.
your experience. That
Right,
topic,
right, right.
same thing applies to you. You prepare that. I think your speech was good. Prepare and
Yeah.
bring your experience into this, right? So that you can connect with. See,
Okay.
speech is all about connecting to the people. If you can connect to the audience, right, then that's
Yes.
it. Nothing more. Some we give the speech, people don't listen. They check their mobiles, they yawn and all, right? They don't listen. They
Yes.
do something else. But when you bring your experience, people can connect. Then automatically attention will go towards you. Your speech,
Definitely.
I loved it. I love this concept. I was totally hooked into your speech.
Yeah. Thank you.
As good, just look into that aspect. Okay. Same thing like you can write it
Definitely.
with practice and
Yeah.
bring your own experience.
Thank you.
Apart from that,
Yeah.
I really loved your speech.
Yeah.
Very good, very nice.
Thank
And
you.
one more thing, both of you, when you're speaking, right, if you can stand up, right, sometimes this speech may not require your body language. Sometimes when you speak, right, your body language also moves. You will experience it, right? Normally, when people speak, emotionally they get carried away, they got into the storyline. And when you speak from your heart, your hand, just everything moves, and that is the flow, right? A good speaker and all, it flows. And when that happens, right, and eventually it will happen, that happens, you have to show your entire thing. So online forum like this, you try to be in a position where your entire body part, right, can be visible to others, and then you talk for later speech. This speech may not need, because this is very short and something, but other speeches, when you think that your hand gesture everything is moving, right, try to show that. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you. Thank you, Amandeep. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Vinay. Yeah.
Back to
Thank
you,
you.
Mohan.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Vinay. Thanks for sharing your feedback for both the short speeches. I hope definitely speakers will, uh, note down the feedback points and try to work on those areas to improve their further speeches. Um, Thank you very much. So I think we have covered, we are done with all the segments of today's meeting. It was, I thoroughly enjoyed the entire meeting. Though we had only one deep dive speech, it was very, Vinay went like very deep and he made it very interactive. So, and that was followed by the two beautiful short speeches by our newest members of our club, and those speeches were also too good. And again, as usually, power pitch segment was conducted by Vishwa in a great way. It was the entire meeting was so good. So now, can we, because we have one guest, Ashrit. Ashrit, can we have your feedback? Like, how did you find the meeting?
Yeah, it is very nice because I have learned many things
Vinay,
here.
you're on mute. I guess you're trying to say something.
Yeah, I
You're
was
on mute.
saying, can we stop the recording because officially we can close
Yes,
it.
yes, 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 yes.